Yo, what's going on, guys? Derrik here. Welcome back to the channel. So the day has come. Today I'm finally going to listen to Taylor Swift's new Red album, Taylor's version, for the first time. I don't think I've ever listened to the original Red album all the way through, so this will be my first time listening to some of these songs, which will be cool. Some of them I have heard before, you know, the more popular songs and some of the singles. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to, I think there's 30 songs total on this, including the ones from the vault. The original album, from what I understand, was 16 songs, plus the deluxe version was an additional 6, so 22 songs in total. So those are the songs that I'm going to react to today. Then in a couple days, I'm going to do a blind cover challenge for the Chris Stapleton and Taylor Swift song called I Bet You'll Think of Me? I Bet You Think About Me. And then I'm going to do a separate video where I listen to all of the vault songs together too. So Red album, blind cover, and the vault songs will be 3 different videos coming very soon. But today we're starting with the album. So yeah, 22 songs. This is gonna be a long video. I don't know if I've ever listened to an album that long in one sitting while filming myself. So this could be interesting. My battery definitely will die during this, so I'll have to, at one point, pause it and switch out my battery and put a new one in. So anyways, let's jump into it. I'm pumped to check this out. I think there was some really iconic songs from this album, and I'm just excited to listen to some of these that I've never heard before. So yeah, let's jump into it. I'm gonna be listening to this on Apple Music, and it actually looks like they have lyric videos for all of these songs, so perfect. So the first song is called State of Grace. Man, it was just doing this to me. I had it working, now it's not working. Come on, Apple. I don't know why that's not working, but I'll try it on the next one. So first song is State of Grace, Taylor's version. Love the real drums. It's an edgy song to start with.
Busy streets and busy lives and roads.
Your voice sounds great.
We are alone with our changing mind, and I
The tone on that electric it matches the drums so well. And her voice is really bright and on top of it all.
never come around in the armor fall. We are alone, just you and me.
Bring it down.
Up in your room, this is the word, the Wi-Fi. The pain you might kill you. Saw you coming.
Background vocals are back in it. Feels very like 2010. Just like the real drums and the tempo, the beat. Yeah, that's an awesome song to start the album with. You have these up-tempo drums, big guitars, her vocal, I mean, that's the first time I've heard that song, so I don't know what the original version sounded like, but her vocals on these 2 albums, Fearless and now Red, Taylor's version, they just sound so much more polished and mature, and you can tell, I mean, she's always been a really good singer, but it just seems like now that you have these, like this new album to compare to the old album, you can really see like the progress and just like how you can become a better singer, even if you are a good one already. So it's just experience her performing as a, you know, her livelihood. She plays so much music and sings so much music that the more you do something, and this goes for anything, whether you're an accountant, a musician, anything, you know, the more you do something, the better you get. And I feel like that's been so evident on these remakes of the album. Song number 2, let's try the video again. Hopefully this is working now. So Red, I think I have heard this song. It's been a very long time, but I think I have heard this song. But to say I'm familiar with it wouldn't be accurate. So let's check it out. Gosh dang it. Why? Okay, looks like they're actually on YouTube. So that's what I'm gonna pull up. Here's Red.
Loving him is like driving a new Maserati down a dead-end street.
Awesome metaphor. Classic Taylor.
Loving him is like trying to change your mind.
cool vocal stutter effect there.
It's like trying to solve a crossword and realizing there's no right answer. Wishing
So-
you never found out that God could be there.
All right. So you guys know I hate stopping it because I want to listen to it all the way through. But one thing that I just kind of realized, and it makes sense because it's Taylor, in my opinion, one of the best songwriters alive right now. If you notice, this whole song is almost just one big simile. So using simile in songwriting, and I'm just doing this off memory, I don't know, I'll throw up the actual like definition, but it's when you compare something using, I think, like or as. So when she says fighting with him was like trying to solve a crossword and realizing there's no right answer, because she uses fighting with him was like this, that is in songwriting called simile. And this whole song, I think so far, is just one big use of simile. And I don't know, that it would be cool to know if she like intended to do that as like a songwriting exercise, and then this song kind of just like came out of it, or you know, how that all came to be. She uses simile a lot in her songwriting, but not to the extent where it's almost every single line. So like I almost guarantee that it's an intentional use of it. I mean, for sure it is if the whole song is one big one. But I would be curious to know like the genesis of the song and how the writing process went with it.
Losing him was blue like I'd never known.
Simile.
Missing him was flashbacks and echoes. Tell myself it's time now. Gotta let go, but moving on from him is impossible when you're burning red. Burning on. Missing him was dark gray.
Oh, cool. Switch up there.
Getting him was like trying to know somebody.
We're at halftime, I think, for a set. So red Les Paul right there. Ooh, they even had some resonator guitar at the end there. Yeah, I mean, you know, I feel like that song is obviously the title track of the album. And the one thing I'm thinking about just listening to that song is this was such an iconic period in pop culture and in Taylor's life. She's always been known for that red lipstick look, and this album, you know, specifically always wearing red, or, you know, having a red guitar. And it's just, this album was a statement in a lot of ways, in more than one way. And even though it was released, well, I think 2014 would have been 1989, like 2011. Okay, October 22nd, 2012. Yeah, I just feel like that was such a staple, you know, a staple moment in her career, and kind of one that has always kind of stuck with her. Like, I feel like she always has these periods of very defining sound and look. But for me, this one, for some reason or another, just kind of stands out above a lot of the other ones. Love the acoustic already. It's either a Nashville strung guitar or just capoed really high.
To the gravity's too much, and I'd be smart to walk away, but you're quicksand. This path is irregular. This slope is treacherous.
I think this is my favorite so far. We're still early, but this is my favorite for sure so far.
I hear the sound of my own voice, forever going with the flow. But this slope is treacherous. Two headlights shine through the sleepless night, and I will follow you home. I'll follow you, follow.
I like this one. The acoustic sounds so good. Nice alliteration.
Hope is treacherous. I get you alone. Your name has echoed through, and nothing safe is worth the drive. And I will follow you home. This slope is treacherous.
Something so tender about this song.
Like it.
Yeah, my favorite so far. That song, you know, they added a little bit of flair to the production, some drums, some BGVs, background vocals. But I've never seen her play this acoustically, I don't think, and it really wouldn't sound much different, I don't think, if she played this just on the acoustic guitar. And I find for me that those are my favorite renditions of songs. Especially with Taylor, you know, like anything she does acoustically, I almost always prefer that version over the actual produced version. Like I did a video not too long ago of the song Gorgeous, and I actually liked the produced version on that. I think Max Martin produced it, but the acoustic video I think I did a, you know, play that song like her type of video. I was like, it was so much better in my opinion, and like the audience reaction and, you know, how into it she was. That's the stuff that I really like to watch and listen to, and I think this song would be a really good. All right, so the next song is the iconic I Knew You Were Trouble. I have heard this song. It would be pretty scary if I hadn't, because that means I would have lived under a rock in 2012. But haven't heard the old one in a long time, so it'll be a good refresh, and I'm excited to kind of hear the new one. Sounds pretty similar, honestly. Those runs sound tighter, like much more clear. Drop chorus. I guess it might be the pre-chorus, really. This one to me actually surprisingly sounds more clear than the original production. Again, I haven't heard the original one in a long time, but I feel like the original one was kind of like more in your face. The guitars kind of took over more than like her voice did, and in this one, I think the vocal is kind of the priority and is at the forefront of the song. Like that bit crusher that they put on the vocal there, I love that part of it. I think a bit crusher, that's where you get that distorted vocal sound. You put this effect called a bit crusher on the vocal, and it just does what that's exactly what it does, is it crushes the vocal. On Trouble. Just sounds cool. I love that line. More energy in this chorus. Oh yeah, I forgot about this bridge. Yeah, I mean, what else can you say about that song? Huge song, massive. One of her, I think it's got to be one of her top songs. For sure from the album, but overall I feel like it's like this one, 22, We Are Never Getting Back Together. At least those are like the top three I think of when I think of Red. The next song on the album is All Too Well, and I just listened to this song for the first time a couple weeks ago, and it is an amazing song. I haven't listened to the new album version though. I did the 10-minute version, separate video on that. Then on Patreon, I did the 10-minute version SNL performance video, and I did the original Red, All Too Well, I think. So I haven't heard Taylor's version of All Too Well, the short version, yet. So this will be my first time. All right, here we go. Yeah, I love that. Gosh dang. With you. The air was cold, left my scarf there at your sister's house, and you've still got it now. Okay, so this is one thing I'm still perplexed on, and I need you guys to help me, because I've heard a wide range of theories as to what the scarf actually is. There's that video of Jake Gyllenhaal's sister, I think it's Maggie, right? She was on some talk show. They interviewed her asking what is, you know, does she still have Taylor's scarf? Maggie acted like she had no idea what the host was talking about or like knew anything about it.
Scarf at your sister's place.
You know, I never understood why everybody asked me about this scarf.
The scarf.
What is this?
I've heard other people talk and say that it represents Jake taking Taylor's virginity I saw that in one of the comments. I don't know if that's true, but anyways, if you know what the scarf stands for, if it's some metaphorical reference or if it's actually a scarf that she left there that he or she apparently still has, let me know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section what that actually represents. I think that's my favorite line right there. This is a good song. This reminds me of her just flicking her hair back. You know when she does that, when she's strumming really hard, she flicks her hair back. That's the flick hair part right there. Best part. Reminds you of innocence. What is this scarf? Yeah, I mean that's, gosh dang. That's another really good one. I think, you know, there's obviously a lot of momentum behind that song right now with just the 10-minute version. And I saw another video where she was explaining that that song came about because she was going through this rough patch in this relationship. And I think she was on tour. I could get this a little wrong, so feel free to correct me. But I think she came into like rehearsal, grabbed a guitar, wrote, like basically played the chord progression, and then just wrote the song. Like a stream of consciousness came out where she just started kind of improvising the lyrics. Her mom asked if someone recorded that. Somebody did. They had it on a recorder, and that's the 10-minute version that you hear now. But then they condensed it obviously for like the album and stuff like that. I don't know if that's true. Well, I saw Taylor say it, so I mean, don't know why she would lie about something like that, but I mean, that's insane. You know, you hear stories about Jay-Z doesn't write down his lyrics, and this artist, you know, it's all from memory. But to me, that's actually, if that is true, it just speaks so much about Taylor and her songwriting expertise, because that's just insane to be able to write a song like that from, you know, like in one sitting. But then again, when you are such an honest songwriter like Taylor, and you're not really fabricating anything, it's all like most of her songs, the reason they resonate with the listener, and I think the reason she has so many fans is because they all come from an honest place. And so there's something in all of us that recognizes that transparency and honesty, and you're able to connect with that song even if you're not the one that wrote it. Next song is 22, and I definitely remember this song. Haven't heard it in a long time, but excited to check it out again. Oh, speaking of which, though, she just turned 32. So today is December 14th when I record this. I think her birthday was on the 13th? Yeah, yesterday. So pretty crazy. I should have done this yesterday so it could have been on the 10-year anniversary. But anyways, that's crazy to think about, that she's 32 now and wrote this song 22 about when she was 22. Like that was 10 years ago. Craziness. Time flies.
Perfect night to dress up like hipsters. Yeah. Tonight,
Love that kick. Really punchy. Let's go. Turn this up. Is this not the song for anyone turning 22 now? Like, she totally owns that now. Yeah, I mean, gosh dang. I was trying to figure out how to play that. I saw a video of her playing this acoustically once, but I do not remember. I don't know about you. I'm feeling 22. Next to you. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, number 7 is I Almost Do, which I'm almost positive I have not heard this. So I Almost Do. Gosh, I missed her acoustic-based productions like this.
I bet you're tired from the long about me.
A to E to B, C sharp minor in there too.
And I just want to
I like this one a lot.
And I wish I could run to you.
I like this one a ton.
I almost do.
This might move to number 1 for me. Acoustic guitar, simple. There's a bass behind it, and then drums for the most part in her vocal.
And I just want to tell you.
Yeah.
And I wish I could run to you. And
Yeah, I love this one. Yeah, I mean, every time I don't, I almost do. And then I almost do, going into the final chorus, changed meanings, which is classic Taylor.
you're tired from a long, hard week. You wonder about me.
That's at the top spot now. All right, definitely. I mean, for me right now, it's I Almost Do, Treacherous, All Too Well. I'm not going to include like 22 and, I Knew Your Trouble, just because those are like obviously the big ones. In terms of like album cuts that I just think are awesome songs, this is number 1 for me so far. If you want to play it on guitar, really super quick, I was playing A to E major to B, and then sometimes you had the C sharp minor in there too. So it's something like that. It's just I love that key on the guitar. It just sounds really full, and then the bass in that song kind of rounded everything out. So that's number 1 for me so far. Song number 8 is We Are Never Getting Back Together, which was probably the biggest song from this album, I would assume. Yeah, I remember the
When we broke
So
up
catchy.
the first time, saying this is it, I told me I love you. We called it off, but I'm telling you, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. Like, ever. You called me up again tonight, but think that we
Oh yeah, this bridge was so
So he calls me up and he's like, I still love you. And I'm like, ever.
Huge song. I remember trying to learn that one on acoustic when it came out, because at that point in 2012, right? This is when this album came out. I'd only been playing guitar for 1 year when this came out. At the time, it was really hard, and it still is if you're a beginner with a picking pattern, because it's a lot of picking. And if I remember, what is it? Anyways, you get the idea. It's something like that. Basically, you're doing some really, really fast picking on G, C, G, D, and E minor. Maybe that's another one that I'll do a tutorial for, but I remember trying to learn that song like my first year playing guitar, and it was so hard. Next song is Stay, 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 and I definitely don't think I've heard this one. Ukulele?
Last night, I threw my phone across the room at you. This morning, I said we should talk about it. Stay, stay, stay. I've been loving you for quite some.
That is like it's just a jingle. That's what song reminds me of, like some type of like a holiday jingle type of like melody to it. And the ukulele, I don't know if I've heard a song of hers with ukulele as like the prominent instrument, but that was a fun song. Next one is called The Last Time featuring Gary Lightbody.
I find myself at your door, just like all those times before, and everything feels better. This is the last time I'm asking you that. Break my heart in the blink of an eye.
Go again, disappear when you come back.
This song is so contrasting to the previous song. Probably on purpose. Full strings behind in the background.
This is the last time I'm asking you that.
This is the last time you tell me I got it wrong.
Cool harmony.
This is the last time I'm asking you that. Last time I'm asking you, last time I'm asking you, last.
You're not gonna forget the title name in this song.
Asking you this.
I bet that song wins the most number of times the title was used in the actual song right there. Who is Gary? I feel like I'm gonna regret looking this up and that I should know it. That's why I thought it might have been the Snow Patrol lead singer. Gosh dang it. Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol is one of my favorite songs of all time. It's probably in my top 5. All right, so the next song is called Holy Ground.
I was reminiscing just the other day while having coffee all alone and Lord, it took me away.
Kind of sounds like a Beach Boys type of groove. Voice just sounds so mature. I like this one. That sounds like a total 1970s like 1-2 kick snare Beach Boys type groove. I just like the title too, Holy Ground, and the way she phrased it. I like that one. The next song is called Sad, Beautiful, Tragic.
Handwritten notes, fair.
I love the reverb on her vocal. Makes it sound like big and echoey. Just kind of adds to that like tragic, nostalgic sound. No pun intended.
I need you,
I think it's in 6/8 time too.
and you've got your demons, and darling, they all look like. Hang up,
More angst in that line.
give up, and for the life of us, we can't get back. What a sad, beautiful, tragic, for magical affair.
Yeah, I've never heard that one before. What's the top comment? If this song was a photo, it would definitely be on a film. It has such a timeless vintage feel. It does have a vintage feel to it. It's like, that's what I was kind of referring to with that reverb effect they have in the vocal. It makes it seem almost like, like it was recorded back on one take on tape and not in like a studio or on computers like we have today. So the next one is called The Lucky One.
New to town with a made-up name. You had it figured out since you were in school. Another name goes up in lights. Tell you now you're the lucky one. Yeah, we'll
I haven't heard this actually, but I love the honesty with Fame. Yeah, this is, I like this song lyrically a lot. Huh. Dang. So you guys will have to let me know, but I'm not aware of another song that Taylor has that addresses Fame in the way that she did in this one. I love the lyrical content of the song, just kind of talking about like, you know, fame isn't all what it's cracked out to be. I could never understand or put myself in the shoes of someone like Taylor Swift that cannot even go to the mall or a restaurant or just like walk the street, you know, in New York or somewhere without getting heckled and harassed by the paparazzi and just people. That just, it doesn't, I've said this on camera, I think, and off camera all the time. I would never want to live a life like that. It would be kind of cool to be like a C-class celebrity, you know, where some people recognize you like on the plane sometimes or like here and there in passing. But the level of fame that she has as one of the most famous people in the world, just, man, it doesn't sound fun. And it's actually really cool and honest of her to acknowledge that in a song like this. Again, just like that transparency in her songwriting is second to none. All right, song number 14 is called Everything Has Changed. And I do know this one because I'm also obviously a big Ed Sheeran fan, so I have heard this song, but excited to hear the new version. And I think they have a new song on the Vault, the songs from the Vault that I saw. So I'll be doing that one too in a separate video.
This morning when I woke,
This is a good song.
'cause I know something now I didn't before. Me feel like I just wanna know you better know. I just wanna
drum
know
sounds
you
so
better
good.
know. I just wanna know you better know. You better know. You better know. And your eyes are looking like coming home. All I know is a simple name. It's everything has changed.
Take 'em down, and open up the door for you.
Picking up the last time, taking flight, making me feel like I just wanna know you better know. You better know. You better now.
Airy
I just
head
wanna
voice,
know you,
so smooth.
know you, know
She's so good at that.
Orange, all I know is you held the door. And you'll be mine and I'll be yours. I know since yesterday, 'cause everything has changed.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs on the album too, just because, you know, Ed and Taylor, their vocal blend is so good, but on top of that, you know, Ed's guitar playing, her guitar playing, it's just I remember seeing that, I think I saw a video a long time ago of them playing that at a concert, and just like the chemistry they have is so cool to watch, both being prolific songwriters and musicians, like, and relatively like the same age too. They have a really cool relationship.
I said, oh my, what a marvelous tune. And we were dancing, like
Almost sounds like a Coldplay production.
Easy running wild. Can't remember what song you want. I said, oh my, what a marvelous tune. It was the best night, never worked. Starlight, like from me to starlight. Look at
Awesome
you,
delay on that
worrying
electric
too
guitar
much
too.
about things you can't change. How to dream.
The kids.
Oh my, what a marvelous tune. The starlight, thanks.
Cool title. Definitely one of the more up-tempo songs on the album too so far.
Took a deep breath in the mirror.
Like it already.
Turn the lock and put my headphones on.
Some steel guitar in there too.
Walk to you.
Gosh, steel guitar just sounds so good on any
Pull my
song.
chair out, your head back, laughing like a little kid. I've been spending the last 8 months thinking all I've ever done.
awesome last line of the chorus. That might be my favorite.
Watched it be on Wednesday.
My favorite like line so far on this album.
Never does is break and burn and end. But on a Wednesday in a cafe, I watched it begin again.
Yeah, that's.
We tell stories and you don't know. I'm funny 'cause he never did.
Love the instrumentation in this song too.
Wednesday in a cafe, I watched it begin again.
Yeah, that's a good one. Is that the song that ended the original album? I think it was, right? I think it was 16 songs, then you had the 6 deluxe. Yeah, I mean, that last line in that chorus is one of the more powerful lines I think on any song on the album so far.
You should have been there. Should have burst through the door with that. Baby, I'm right. Oh, happy. But the time is ticking. People ask me how I've been as I come back. And it was like slow motion. Standing there in my party dress. The moment I knew. And there in the bathroom,
She is the
I try
queen
not
of
to fall
haunting
apart,
songs.
and the sinking feeling starts as I say hopelessly. And it was like slow motion. Standing there in my
It's the
parlor.
honesty again.
And what do you do when the one who means the most to you? And it was like slow motion. You called me later and said, I'm sorry I didn't make it. And I said, I'm sorry too. No.
Oh, I just got goosebumps again. Dang, these last two songs. Begin Again, The Moment I Knew. Those are amazing songs. That last line, I just got goosebumps again. I was thinking in my head, I didn't want to say it during that because I was just enjoying listening to that song. But there's something so compelling when she can, like in the verses, there was almost like this, like you felt sorry for her, you know? She was painting this picture, and she's amazing at painting a picture. Like I can just envision this scene in my head, but you could feel or like see that image in your head. And then the choruses were like this redemptive, there's almost like this redemptive, uplifting feel in the chorus. Taylor knows how to like mix and match those emotions and just really take you through the journey of the song through words, but also through melody and production. So I mean, she's just, yeah, that's an awesome song.
Know you at all.
I like this one too already.
And this is when the feeling sinks in. I don't wanna miss you like this. Be here, come back, be here. Without knowing it.
Love the strings on the last two songs in the background.
And now that I can't put this away, come back, be here, come back, be here. This is when the feeling sinks in. I don't wanna miss you like this. Come back.
I like this one.
Be here. I guess you're in New York today. Come back, be here.
Another good one. I mean, gosh dang. This album was just so killer. And it was like the last, I guess, country album you could call it. It was like the start of the crossover, but track 19 is Girl at Home. Oh, I just noticed too that 20 is State of Grace, which was the first song, but acoustic.
Don't look at me, you got a girl at home and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Knows that. I don't even know her. Closer and closer and crossing so many lines. And it would be a fine proposition if I was a stupid girl. So don't look at me, you got a girl at home and everybody knows that. Everybody knows
This is a jam.
Everybody knows that. I just wanna make
I'm actually surprised that this wasn't on the original track listing, and I'm almost wondering if, you know, because I think her label at the time was somewhat leery of this album because it was really again, like that crossover moment in her career, kind of starting to inch towards pop away from country. And this for sure is not country. It's way more on the pop side. And I wonder if that's why they included it as a bonus track, just because they were fearful that like it would totally categorize that album as a pop album. I don't know, but this song is a jam.
You understand perfectly. You're the kind of man who makes me sad. In me, you got a girl at home, and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. You turn off your phone, and now you got me alone. And I say, don't look at me. Number, you're about to lose your girl. There's less
Cool electro pop synths in this too.
Don't look at me, you got a girl at home, and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that, like her.
Dang. Oh, cool. We even got a fade out. You know, this video I think is one of the least viewed videos on YouTube so far, which is surprising to me. I feel like this is a really underrated song. It actually really reminds me of like 1989, which would make sense if this like came after. This was, I think, right, it went red then 1989, I believe. 2012, 1989 was in 2014. This sounds like a song that was leading into that era of 1989. And you guys know, if you've watched any of my videos, I think 1989 is one of the best pop albums of all time. And this song almost feels like the prelude to that era. So I'm a big fan of that song, actually. I think that's a very underrated song.
I'm walking fast through the traffic lights. Busy streets
already love it.
and busy light. No,
So much better than the produced stuff.
it's touch and go. And I never saw you coming.
Vocal control is so good. In this one, especially.
Shades are wrong. We learn to live with the pain. Mosaic broken hearts.
I just feel like this song has so much more breathing room when it's like this. That's what I love about it. You feel it way more.
This is a state of grace. This is the worthwhile fight. Good and right.
Golly. There's so many videos now and songs that I want to do, like the Play It Like Her. I hope a few of these I'm definitely going to try and find like acoustic performances of and do the Play It Like Her series, because she is so good acoustic. Final song on the, I think the original deluxe, because after this 22 through 30, it says they're from the vault. And I'm going to do a whole separate video on those ones. So let's jump into the last song, track 21. It's called Ronan. I hope I'm saying that right.
I love you.
Oh man, this is gonna be sad.
I remember your bare feet down the hallway. I remember your little laugh. I can still feel you hold my hand, little man, like an army
Oh,
guy. Remember I leaned in and whispered to you, come on baby with me, we're gonna fly away for years. I remember the drive home on the blind hope.
Dang man, this sucks. Okay, I gotta stop it quick, because I obviously don't know the context or the background of the song. Based on the pictures, I'm guessing that Taylor wrote this for a friend about her son that died. I want to read more about this because it's a song to me that's worth knowing more about before I continue. So she wrote it about a 3-year-old boy named Ronan Thompson who died of neuroblastoma after an 8-month battle. Ronan's mother, who gets credit as a co-writer in the song, called Rockstar Ronan, stumbled on the blog around the time Ronan died. It's just, again, Taylor Swift, man. Like the kind of person she is. Stumbles on this blog, writes a song about this boy, and now this mom has this amazing tribute to her son forever. Like,
wanna fly away from here. I remember you bare feet down the hallway back.
Dang. Leave it to Taylor to write these tribute songs that are just so unbelievable. Like, you know, I think about Marjorie, you know, about her grandmother. This song, like, she just, again, her way of, you know, telling a compelling story and conveying a emotion through song is unbelievable. And she is a master at it. And, you know, it's an amazing song. It's awesome that that mother has that tribute now. And some of the lines in that song were so heavy that, you know, cancer just sucks, and that's horrible that happened, and it happens every day. And that's the sad reality about that, is that happens every single day. And hopefully some other parents that have gone through this can also find, you know, peace and solace through a song like this that Taylor wrote. And that's the true power of what she does and her impact on the world, in my opinion. And all music, really. It's not just Taylor Swift, but like all music. Amazing. That's really all you can say. Anyways, I have been recording for almost 3 hours now. That is by far the longest video I've ever done. I hope it all turned out okay. And yeah, amazing. Just from top to bottom, all 21 songs. I still think I Almost Do is my favorite. This one, Ronan, is definitely the most impactful. And there's so many in between there that I really enjoyed listening to. I'll definitely have to do a second listen and kind of recap my thoughts and just like my overall ranking. But yeah, awesome album. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. So let me know your favorite songs in the comment section below. I'm curious to see kind of how you guys rank them and which ones are your favorites and all that. And let me know if there's any other like specific acoustic videos that you guys think I should do one of those like Play It Like Her videos with, because I definitely want to do some of those with this. So if you know of some, please comment those below too. So thanks for listening to music with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.